welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Hana Resya Anindya. I hope you have a great day. So today I will have assignment for review some of the next textbook. So this book actually one of my wish list when the writer tells that she wants to publishing book. So I bought it and I read it. So actually this is one of my favorite books, so let me tell you the book it is. So the book is yep, this is Dear Tomorrow by Maudy Ayunda. So, who doesn't know Maudy Ayunda? I think all of the people in Indonesia knowing her. So, Maudy Ayunda is an actress, writer, singer, and many more. She's a very smart, beautiful, and actually, I don't know how to explain she because she's really perfect in my eyes. And because she is one of my role models since I was in elementary school, and yep, she also now famous for sharing to organize a better life in her YouTube channel. So I highly recommend you to watch her YouTube channel because it's really inspiring us to have a better life in the future. So now let's talk about her book. So before I go to the review, I want to ask you first. So who here always feels like that there's no improvement in yourself, always insecure and always can believe in yourself, that finally you feel that you are very far compared to other people? Raise your hands or comment down below. Yeah, that's one of them. It's me. That's me. And this book is a self-improvement book, which is explain that we actually can as long as we know how we are first. So in this review, I want to share 4 insights from this book. So check it out. First, not for being yourself. From the title itself, I think we can also see that sometimes we like to be ashamed and not to be ourselves because of what? Yeah, because of other people. Sometimes we are selfish to shake of other people, which makes us waste our time. And this book make us realize that this is important of you using for yourself, filter expectation for other people, and also sometimes we are okay to be selfish for our own good. So, and please forgive yourself at first. Nobody perfect. We all have made mistake at the same point in the past, but don't let them haunt you. Please stop being too hard for yourself, and probably did all you did cool. Okay, the second insight for this book is not for your dream. Who is afraid to be that their dream want to come true? So in this chapter, actually they give like the power how we can believe, how we can still achieve our dream with what. So the first one is you have to be consistent with yourself. If you can do it, how will your dream be achieved? And second, do what make you happy. If you're confident about the type of work that they given you happiness, think about the kind of life that you want to lead and let that fiction lead the way. And the third, don't compare your journey as your own. So this often happens because you feel that you have not been as successful as him, her, and other people, and this actually destroy the step that you have built. And how do we overcome this? We must keep our definition of a success in mind. It's really important to set our brain that what we do is the best for us. So remember, don't give a power prohibiting word, and let it flow your desire to prove the wrong. So the next is insight number 3, not on love. Everyone human being must have a fall in love with person and maybe job and maybe other, but sometimes because we have already fallen in love with our in Indonesia we call it like bucin, or ourselves is like to be unruly, and until you can realize that the person that you really love is a toxic person who makes you feel like you have been hypnotized by him. Yeah, you forget about everything that is not very good. If I ask you to be with the one who loves you the most, or to be with the one you love the most, okay, ask yourself, and maybe you can comment it below. How is your choice? It is your answer. And now, love is in some ways blind. It is like getting too close to painting where you only see a teeny speech of color and miss out on the whole image. And in the end of, if you are not good at relationship, it will only make you hurt deeply. Heartbreaking, like that. So, I think, there are the quotes from this chapter, like, sometimes a love simply doesn't make sense. That's okay. That's okay. It's not you. It's not him. Maybe it's just the way things that are meant to be. And stay away from people make you feel like you are hard to love. Nobody deserves as much love as much love from you than yourself. So the first thing that you must think in your mind is love yourself. Love yourself is first. Okay, the last is not mindset. Yes, mindset. Keep your mindset is a positive thinking. Okay, so in this last chapter we are directed to organize our mindset, because it is our thought that have been organized in ourselves. Because if we are in mind that has a lot of pressure, we will get restless quickly. So Maudy Ayunda said that we have to keep our an open mind. Realize that you are basically an accumulation of the experience and people around you. You know that you are basically that nothing of how other person got to where or he or she is right now. Then we also the book also have to evaluate then we also have to evaluate and reflect on what we do. People like to say, don't look up an other. Past mistakes are there to remind us where we've been. They become a constant reminder that we should always strive to improve ourselves, and they pave the way to better action in the future. Just remember that sometimes the way you think about the person isn't it the way that actually are. So then there is the most important thing in this chapter, and this is really related to me because I always doing this every day. Maybe that's a bad thing, but I think after you know about this just like this chapter, I think you can make your better life. So Maudy Ayunda say that don't make decision when you are in a stressed state of mind. The worst decision happen when we are under pressure. At the moment, we don't really let our mind decide. We let stress and fatigue decide for us. And Maudy Ayunda is right. It's really right. most of the time this decision will not be the ones we would make the under normal circumstances. So I think that's all about this insight from this book. Overall, it is the first self-improvement book that I read it, and I really love it. And you must buy. I think you must buy. It's sometimes reading this book when I'm feeling down and I really relate to my situation. It can make I cry at the moment. And the structure of this book is also really good. And my favorite part is that every time that we want to go the new chapter, the Maudy Ayunda are always reminded, like a small reminder, like ask question to yourself when you wake up or before your sleep. This is makes before we start, like we remember how we are today. Is it good? Is it not? Gitu. And I really like this way of putting these things in this book. And if you are on the last page, so like this page, this is the last page. You cannot see the really clearly, but the last page, Maudy Ayunda makes a question, like by asking, like, are you happy? That's really deeply and really little for our life. Question that we should ask in every day, every second day that we breathe. We always asking, like, are you happy? Yes. After reading this book, I realized that I haven't loved myself well. Many things that I did that out of by hurting ourselves, which is I thought that I was happy, but I think I was happy with this choice, but actually it's not. It's making just it is just like hurting me. It hurt myself. And there are many reminders in this book that make me really need to buy book like this. Okay, so thanks for listening. Actually, thank you for everyone listening today to my video. I hope you like this video and enjoy my review. I have a pardon for all. I apologize if there are any mistake for my video. And I think after you watch my video, I hope you go to the bookstore and buy this book. Okay, see you in another video. Goodbye from